Are you stuck in the narcissist cycle of abuse? In this video, I want to talk to you about how you're stuck and how you can break free. I'm Victoria McCooey. I'm a high conflict divorce coach, a divorce mediator, and the creator of the Reclaim Your Power system. I help people every day who are right where you are, stuck in a toxic marriage to a narcissistic spouse or already engaged in a contentious divorce from one. So if you are married to a narcissistic spouse, then you're caught up in this cycle of abuse. And this is why you need to get out. It is having an emotional impact on you. This sort of abuse can really affect your self-esteem, your self-worth, your confidence in yourself. And it can also affect your overall health and well-being. It can actually take a physical toll on you. All right, so just so that you can get an idea of if you're in this sort of abusive marriage or not, let's talk about the three main tactics that narcissists use on their victims. The first one is manipulation. All right, they will try to use anger or guilt or self-pity to control you, to manipulate your emotions. So, that looks like making you feel guilty for them not getting what they want or having what they want. And I'm guessing you, like most people in these trauma-bonded relationships with a narcissist, are a people pleaser. You want everyone to be happy. You will sacrifice your own needs for someone else's. So that's an easy one for them with you because they're going to make you feel guilty and you're going to give in and let them have what they want over what's best for you. They'll use anger. You're also probably conflict averse. So you hate confrontation, you hate conflict. When they come at you with some anger, it's usually you who's going to back down, right? You're the sane one. You're the one who's trying to keep the peace. So that's an easy manipulation for them to use on you. And finally, self-pity. They'll tell you they can't live without you. They'll tell you they're going to hurt themselves, maybe even do something really detrimental to themselves if you don't comply with whatever it is that they need. So now you feel responsible for whether they live or not. And of course, you're going to do whatever it takes for them not to hurt themselves. This manipulation leads them to get you to feel responsible for all of their emotions, even their actions. So I once, in my own marriage, I remember my then husband backed out of our driveway and hit a parked car across the street. And at that point, I knew that everything was going to be my fault, that I was going to be made to feel guilty for this somehow. And sure enough, he told me, I watched from the window, the whole thing happened. And when he came in, I was actually thinking, how is he going to make this my fault? I wasn't even in the car. I was nowhere near. And sure enough, he told me that I had said something earlier that day that really set him off, although at the time it wasn't an issue at all. But he said that he was so angry at what I had said hours earlier that it made him distracted, and that's why he hit the car. So it was all my fault. Do you see the crazy manipulation there, how they will go to any length to try to connect these dots that make no sense? So this is a perfect example of a manipulation. The second tactic they love to use is gaslighting. This is where they're going to make you doubt your own reality or your own version of history or your truth. So they'll rewrite history. They'll tell you that something that happened didn't happen, or that you're remembering it wrong, or something that didn't happen actually did happen. They'll make you doubt your memory, doubt your sanity. This is a manipulation of how you feel about yourself. And the third tactic is emotional control. So this is when they tell you how you should feel, how you should think, how you should present yourself, how you should dress, how you should behave. Like, for instance, why would you say that, right? They don't like whatever thing you said. They'll start questioning everything you said. Or if you tell them that something hurt your feelings or try to create a boundary, they'll say, you're too sensitive. I was only joking. You don't understand jokes. You don't understand, you need to be less sensitive. You need to be whatever. So now you're wrong, your feelings are wrong, everything about you is wrong. This causes you to walk on eggshells, that feeling of like, oh, can I say this? Can I do this? Is it going to be right? Are they going to criticize this? Well, spoiler alert, they're going to criticize everything. So no need to walk on eggshells. You just do whatever you're going to do, and it's going to be a problem. All right, does this sound like what's going on in your marriage? If it is, then I know you're wanting to know, so great, I got it. I'm in an abusive relationship. I'm married to a narcissist. What do I do? Okay, so this is how you can break free. It takes courage. It takes self-discipline. It takes self-awareness. But most of all, you need to have the desire. You need to decide that this is what has to happen. You can't backpedal. You can't give up. You have to see it through. You have to have conviction that you are getting out of this relationship because it is detrimental to you and therefore detrimental to your children. If it's hurting their mother, if it's diminishing their mother, then this is a bad situation for your children. So when you come to the realization that this is a non-negotiable, that you have to prioritize yourself over fixing the narcissist, that's when you'll be able to go the distance. Of course, it takes support. You can come to me, you can come to the Divorce Allies, I'll put a link below to that group. You can go to a support group, you can go to family, friends, whoever you think can understand this dynamic and really have your back. But most of all, you have to give up that need to fix or even rationalize what you're doing to the narcissist. They are never going to get it. You can't try to explain to the narcissist why you have to be out of this dynamic, out of this cycle of abuse. That is where people really fall down some rabbit hole of trying to rationalize with somebody who cannot or does not want to understand. So here's this analogy. If you get bitten by a rattlesnake, you're not going to chase the rattlesnake to try to explain to the rattlesnake why it shouldn't have bitten you. You need to get as far away from the rattlesnake as you can and go get help. Stop chasing the rattlesnake. The rattlesnake doesn't care. The rattlesnake is born to bite. That's what they're going to do. You can't fix the rattlesnake. If you'd like to talk to me about what's going on in your narcissistic, abusive marriage, you can book a call with me. I'll put a link in the description below where you can get right on my calendar. Did you find this information helpful? I hope you did. If you liked this video, will you please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I've linked a couple of other videos here that I think you might also like, so I hope I see you in the next video.